Hi, we're here in the studio, in the recording studio with Robert Pierre to talk about his new record coming out later this year in 2008. And Robert, give us a little background. Who you're working with, what's going on?
I'm working with a man named Matt Brownlee, who was one of the official Jars of Clay members, and he has worked with other artists like Stephen Curtis Chapman. He's a great guy. I like working with him. DC
Talk, Toby Mac. I mean, you can go right. Natalie Imbruglia. You can go right on down the list. He's been involved in a lot of things. All right. So, what is it that's going on with you, Robert? Or what was going on with you that helped kind of stir your inner creativity? Decide, you know what? Yeah, it's time to make another record. And what's pushing you back to this point right now?
I think it would have to be just hearing kids, wonder where they belong and who they are. And like, I know hearing from different people, kids that, asking, am I here by accident? And this whole identity crisis and finding who you are and your identity. And I just feel like that this album is really going to speak towards that and help kids just find who they are, with God and what God thinks of them and all that.
Well, what's some of the stuff that you think those kids are out there dealing with right now? I mean, for me, I'm in a situation where I'm married, I got young children. I'm not at that point where I'm dealing with teenagers on a daily basis. What is going on out there?
Because they can't find themselves, they're getting involved with the wrong crowds and getting involved with drugs and alcohol and a bunch of other stuff they shouldn't be involved with, or if they don't have friends, sometimes they're cutting themselves or doing stuff like that. And when they will find their identity in Christ, they won't be doing that anymore, because they'll realize it's not what everybody else thinks of them, but it's what God thinks of them and what they're here for and the purpose that they're here and what they're doing on earth.
So what do you feel like Matt Brownlee is the producer of this record, and actually is he writing on the record too? Mm-hmm. Some? Okay. Yeah. What's he pulling out of you that you think will be present on this record that may not have been present on your last record?
I think he's really, it's more of us walking like side by side, and he kind of, he really has a passion for what I'm doing and stuff, and I feel like he wants to help out with talking to these teens and really trying to reach out to them, because they're the next generation. Like I've been saying, and how trying to get all these kids on track for a better future.
How do you feel like the Believe Tour impacted you with what you saw there to help you, come up with the material that you really felt like you needed to share on this new record?
The Believe Tour really helped me by giving me more of a heart for people, because if you would have seen me before the Believe Tour, if you would have stuck me in a crowd like that, the first couple events, I was nervous of going out and talking to people and being like, hey, how you doing? How do you like such and such, whatever. The Lord's given me more of a heart for people through the Believe Tour.
Good. Well, so you said the record's coming out later this year, maybe in the late summer, fall?
Maybe fall of 08.
Fall of 08. That's really, really good. And you say you've got some tour dates that are coming up, some things we really can't tell, secrets yet, that sort of thing. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm sure if they check at robertpierre.com, they'll be the first to know. Little little plug right there, All right.
robertpierre.com, you guys will be the first to know.
Okay, well, one last thing before we go. If they don't remember anything else that we just talked about as far as this new record goes, what's the one single thing that you want them to remember when they think about this new record with Robert Pierre?
Probably one thing.
One thing.
The one single thing would probably have to be finding your identity in Christ.
Very good. All right, that's it for today. Sitting down with Robert Pierre. Keep checking back right here at robertpierre.com. We'll give you all the latest touring updates, street teams, contests, new music, new videos, blah, blah, blah. It's all going to be there for you. Make sure you check back. It's going to be good. It's going to be rich. It's going to be cool. robertpierre.com. Peace. Check it out.